Hong Kong exporters face moderate to uneven growth in 2015, according to the latest research from the Hong Kong Trade Development Council. Well, to explain more about this study, I'm joined by Daniel Poon, Head of Global Research for the HKTDC. Daniel, first give us a bit of a picture of where export growth was in 2014.
Hong Kong export have actually accelerated a bit so far this year. Following a 3.6% increase last year, Hong Kong export increased by 3.8% during the first 10 months of 2014. Except for Japan, Hong Kong export to traditional markets have been quite encouraging. Exports to the US has actually strengthened as the negative impact of the bad weather in the first part of the year has receded. And export to the EU have also strengthened because of the continued recovery of its economy, although the recovery has been quite fragile. And Hong Kong's export to emerging markets perform even better. Indeed, Hong Kong export performed quite well to the developing Asia because of the comprehensive production network in the region and also because of the rising importance of the region as a consumer market.
Looking ahead then to 2015, what's on the horizon? What can exporters expect?
Indeed, Hong Kong export will continue to benefit from the modest but uneven recovery of the world economy. On the other hand, consumer worldwide will continue to be conservative. There will be immense downward pressure on Hong Kong unit export price. So as a result, Hong Kong exporters are in a very difficult position to increase price. So in this context, we expect Hong Kong export to increase by 3% in value in the year 2015. Consumer electronics, clothing, timepieces, jewelry will all benefit from the world recovery.
Now, if we could break this down a bit into the types of markets, first starting with developed markets, what's lying ahead?
Growth of the developed economies will be uneven as well. The U.S. will continue to lead the pack because of the improvement in the job market, better property prices and better other asset prices, along with the lowering debt ratio of households. So we would see the consumer confidence in the U.S. will continue to improve, and that will benefit Hong Kong exports. And on the other hand, although the EU will continue to recover, unemployment rate will continue to be at a very high level. And for Japan, the Japanese government will face the challenges of introducing structural reforms in order to sustain the growth achieved in the last few years. Still, the consumer confidence will be hurt by the 3% increase in the consumption tax, and also the depreciating yen will also hurt the appetite for imports.
What do you anticipate we'll see in 2015 among the emerging markets?
The emerging markets will also grow at a quite robust pace, but then such growth will also be uneven, like the traditional markets. In particular, developing Asia will be the most dynamic region in the emerging world. In China, although growth will moderate to a lower gear because of the structural adjustment, but then we will see the growth will still maintain at a very healthy level because we think the government will introduce some stimulus measure if the economic growth is decelerating to a quite substantial level. Throughout the process of modernization, China will roll out measures concerning urbanization. With increased urbanization, there will be increased demand for the consumers in the new cities, and that will mean more business opportunities for Hong Kong companies. Outside China, ASEAN will also be a potential market for Hong Kong exporters. ASEAN will form the ASEAN Economic Community by the end of next year, and that will mean common market of 600 million consumers will be formed. Outside Asia, there will also quite a number of potential markets. Say, for instance, although the weak commodity prices will weaken the regional prospect for Latin America, but some countries, say, for instance, Brazil, will benefit from the hosting of some special event. That is the Summer Olympic in 2016, and that will lead to more opportunities for Hong Kong.
Thank you, Daniel. And for more on that report, as well as a range of other information from the HKTDC research team, visit hktdc.com/research. Goodbye.